welcome to Julia's Spirit. Hopefully when you entered the house, you got your hug today, because today we're talking about hugs at Julia's Spirit. In addition, I have my heart series chakras that are new. I have a whole series of tiles on the heart chakra. And I thought it would be a fun thing for us to talk a little bit about hugs today. Those of you that got your invites, you see it said that do you know that there's a very special way to hug, a healing way to hug? Well, that's what we're going to sort of be talking about today at Julia's Spirit. That special way to hug that will be healing and a more worthwhile hug than the usual hugs that we know. So, you know, usually when we see someone and we hug, we have a tendency to go in towards the person's right cheek. It's just the way we do. Maybe it's because most of us are right-handed. I'm not sure what the reason is, but it's what we do. Well, when we hug in that manner, the energy that we're putting forth from ourselves to that person is from the energy of a place where we hold our anger, if there is some on our right side. That's hugging from a place where it's not a positive hug, and we want our hugs to be positive. So what we want to do is when we go in to hug someone, we want to hug from the heart, the fourth chakra in the body, which is the heart chakra. That's where our compassion is. That's where our love is. That's where we give love to those people that are close to us. So that's where we give love to animals and human beings and humanity and all that good stuff. So we want to go in from the heart. We want to hug from the heart. So remember, when you go to get that nice hug to that special someone, or greeting someone, or saying hello for the first time even, go in with the heart. Hug with the heart. For that is the hug that will have the most meaning and the most worthwhile and healing effects. Isn't that great? So if you didn't get your hug today when you entered, please make sure you see me before you leave, because I want to make sure we get our hug on. And meantime, my other guests that are here, and I love them all just as you love me, I love them, and they love you. So give them a hug too. I want this to be one huggable day that we'll all remember, that will heal our spirits whenever we think of it. And while you're at it, make sure to get one of Julia's series of the heart chakra tiles. You don't want to miss this today. You couldn't think of a better gift to get for that friend or loved one, expressing your love for them. I've done a special series, heart series, in addition to my other tiles that you see while you're here. But I have the special edition of heart series, ones that I've just done just for this open house today, for the holidays, and again, to remind you of how to give that special hug. I do love you all, and I do appreciate your service. I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your love, and I appreciate your hugs. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Peace. One of the other things I wanted to talk about a little bit is, if you see some of the tiles today that are a little bit repetitious, you'll see a tile with a little symbol on it, which many of you know has become sort of my symbol that signifies Julia's Spirit. It's a little ram's horn symbol, and what it actually is an adinkra symbol that represents strength of mind, body, and spirit. What I did is I took that adinkra symbol and I embellished it a little, and you know that's what we do at Julia's Spirit. I embellished it a little to have it represent the things that I like to represent in my business. And again, that's healing of the mind, body, spirit, you know, loving ourselves. So the little symbol's a little different because now it has a head on it with hair. And she's actually a person, and she has stones lined up in the front of her body. And that's the new embellishment of Julia's Spirit version of the adinkra symbol of the ram's horn, which stands for strength of mind, body, and spirit. And the story that's behind that is that Even though the ram, with his horns, he can use those horns to literally kill someone, his adversary in battle. But yet he will go humbly and have himself used as a sacrifice. So on the one hand, um, the ram is very humble, but yet he can be very confrontational in battle, and he uses his horns to kill if he has to. So again, that's just a reminder to us to try and balance off our energies between the anger and the humbleness and the passiveness and the zeal, all that stuff. Try to find that balance where we're kind of balancing off. Yes, there's going to be times where we clearly need to be a little more aggressive than other times. But in general, we want to find that balance where it's not harming to us and to our bodies and to our spirits. We want to find that even balance where we're able to confront those things in life that may come our way, those circumstances, those events, those mishaps, those happy times, those joyous times, the not so happy times. We want to be able to find that balance that helps us to sustain and get through in a way that is least damaging to our spirits. Because we want our spirits to be healed as much as possible. We want our spirits to be happy as much as possible. And one of those things is always continuously being in a state of being aware of what we're feeling, doing, saying, and feeling. And again, the little symbols are just a little way to have around your home to remind you to look for that balance throughout your day, throughout your home, throughout your life. That balance that helps you to stay a little bit in touch with your highest good. I won't keep on babbling because I can go on and on and on and on, but I think I've said enough for now. You have a great day. Peace. One of the things I have not talked a lot about is two of my books that my husband, Tom Ficklin, got made up for me earlier on in my business. They're books there's two books, I have them out for your viewing if you'd like. Just sort of showing some of the tiles earlier on, right up until now. Some of my most recent ones are not in the book. But some of my earlier ones are in the book you might enjoy for your viewing. Again, as I said, my husband Tom did this book, and he does these type books for other people, other events, be it a retirement, a birthday party, anything that is a memorable time that you think you might want portrayed in a book. His business does that, which is the media publications. Tom Ficklin is the proprietor. So again, if you're interested in having a book like that done for yourself or your business or your loved one or some event that you want documented in a book form, please let me know and I can get you in touch with media publications, which is my husband. He does great stuff, by the way, and you really do want to see some of his stuff. If you have any type of event, documentaries that you might want documented, events, pictures, DVDs, you name it, he does it. He does impressions for a lifetime. So those things that may be important to you and you want them as impressions that will last for a lifetime in a tangible way, you need to contact Tom Ficklin with Media Productions and get your special event documented, because special events are something, are the livelihood of our lifetimes. Some of our most memorable things are the things that we can see in pictures and DVDs and books. So we want to make sure that we keep those things close to our hearts by having a tangible way that we can go to them and physically and actually view and touch them to help our hearts remember that wonderful event that was so great. Too bad we can't take pictures of birds perking, because in the background you will hear my little person who likes to perk throughout the day and keep my energy alive and in touch with the outside. And that's my little chattable bird that you hear in the background. Again, it's always a good thing to encourage ourselves to surround ourselves with nature as much as possible, because nature sustains us. The energy of the earth and the energy of our environment can be very healing to us. So every circumstance that we can get to have those things in our midst, we want to do that. Believe it or not, it does make one a little bit more happy, feeling a little bit better. I know each time that little bird chirps, he reminds me of the wonderful sound of the earth and the sound of the outside, the birds chirping and trees, the leaves of the trees swaying, and the wind and the rain hitting the sill of the window pane. These are all God's natural things that he's given us that heal us. If we take the time sometimes to just partake of their natural beauty, their natural gift that they give us, you'd be surprised at the healing that happens in that moment, that we just take time to acknowledge the wonderful things of the earth that God has put here for us. They're free. There's no charge. We don't have to get in a line and stand in line to partake of these things. We don't have to pay our money. We don't have to get in our car and burn gas. We can literally open our windows, look at a tree, watch the movement of the leaf, and let our spirits dance with that movement. Just let it just be. Be with the things that are free. I won't go on and on. I get very excited when I talk about those things that are here on earth for us to partake of for our healing. We talk about healing, wanting to be well, wanting to be whole. And we run to and fro to all these different places, and we pay our monies, and that's okay. But sometimes some of us don't have the means to spend the money and the running to and fro. Then I'm here to tell you that there are easy, attainable, free, natural ways to help to soothe your mind, your body, your spirit on a daily basis. And one of those things is even being still. Silence is golden. Sometimes when you can find that ability or find the strength to be silent, it's a gift. And I do say find the strength, because sometimes we're so busy being noisy or being in motion that we don't know how to be silent and be still and listen to nothing except the silence of our hearts, the silence of our spirit. It's healing. Try it. You'll like it.